I hit my menopause as 50, but by 51, by
Oh.
53, the issues had escalated a lot.
Okay.
High BP, cholesterol, and a lot of weight gain. I was not feeling the same.
There was a complete hormonal disbalance there, and
Yes. And
okay,
a
you were
lot of
slapped
my
badly.
friends,
Okay.
yeah, they would say, ऐसा तो होता ही है अब. You have to accept it. इस
ऐसा
उम्र
होता
में
ही है
ऐसा
ना मैडम.
होता ही है, but
Welcome again to another episode of NBT. Today with us we have Madam Ashu Jain. She is an Instagram influencer on active aging. She is roughly around 27 years old. Yes, ma'am. But look at her. She looks like a baby to me.
that's a bit of exaggeration.
Yes, it does. I mean, you do. And she's actually a PhD in nanotechnology from IIT Delhi, and she has a distinction in PhD. She did her PhD when she hit 53, and her MTech when she was 44. Prior to that, she was working as a teacher in a polytechnic college. So she has done a lot in her lifetime. We would like to hear from you, madam, please.
Okay, so I think I'm here because I'm a late bloomer. Because I'm teaching right after my BTech, and I taught only for an year.
Just 1 year.
Just 1 year.
Did I say wrong when I said polytechnic?
No,
Okay.
that's completely right.
Okay.
I was teaching because I had done BTech and then I was teaching at a
Yeah,
polytechnic.
of course.
Yeah. And then after I had my first child, then I quit. I thought I'll give motherhood some preference, and I thought it was a comma. Frankly speaking, I thought it was a comma for my career.
Alpa Viram.
हाँ, अल्प विराम. वो अल्प विराम ऑलमोस्ट पूर्ण विराम बनता बनता रह गया. So it really hit me hard जब my elder daughter, so when she was about to enter college, and then all of a sudden it hit me that I missed the bus. Because I always thought I'll resume my studies, I'll do my masters, I'll resume my career. But then I had 3 kids. The first one was born in 91 and the third one was in 99. So it was, the mothering was a never-ending process.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine.
Yeah. So, and then after that, my father, who had cancer, he needed looking after also. So that maternity leave never ended, kind of. And then, because when I was at home, I share a very beautiful relationship with my kids. I used to talk to them a lot, including my regrets in life, my dreams, my aspirations, everything I would discuss with them. So then it was my kids' suggestion that I should resume my studies again, because now they were responsible enough.
Which year were you in? Which year?
At that time I was 43 when this thing happened.
Okay.
So then I was shortlisting what courses to follow or what to try for, and then I shortlisted nanotechnology. So I went to Jamia Millia and I had done BTech from the same college, and there I found out that there was a option
Jamia
of
Millia. Sorry to interrupt you. Jamia Millia, the university where Shah Rukh Khan was there. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh my God. So did you see him?
No, I missed him by a few months because he passed out when I entered the college. So I definitely missed him.
Maybe you could have been Gauri Khan. Who knows? Anyway, continue.
So finally, so I went there, and one way to get admission was through GATE score, and other was through an entrance. So entrance had a fixed syllabus, so that seemed more doable. So I took the syllabus, came home, but then I kind of never had time to
43 years
preparing.
old.
Yeah, I never had time. So then in December 2010, I met with an accident, broke my leg, was on bed for 3 months, and that gave me time. So
That's so strange, actually.
Yeah, so that gave me time to prepare for my entrance, and that prepared my family to manage the house or mismanage the house, whatever it is.
You're funny, madam.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, I think that was preparing the ground. Destiny leads its own way. So I managed to clear the entrance and then the interview also, and that's how I got admission in MTech. So because it was a long suppressed dream for me, getting to study after 22 years of gap. So I gave it my all. So I scored well in MTech also. and that's how it
Tell me
started.
about your experience in your class. Of course, you were the oldest, of course, right? So
Yeah,
how was it about?
I was very skeptical before going to the class, and my kids were telling me, "So you will be Main Hoon Na ka Shah Rukh Khan."
Ah, of course, of course. I
The
was imagining that actually.
yeah, so you'll be the auntie G of the class. So it was nice. Students like my fellow students, they were a bit uncomfortable with me to start with.
They were with you, no, you weren't with them. Uncomfortable.
Yeah, equally. I would
Equally,
say
likewise.
equally.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, but just 15 students in the class,
Oh,
so gradually started
gradually.
warming up. So, but there was one thing, like supposing there were old question papers just before the exams. So, I could never get hold of them because I was never really a part of them.
Part
Things
of
like
that
that.
jugaad system.
That jugaad system. And I don't know, matlab, I never felt really the
Needing that.
gang, yeah.
Acha,
हाँ,
okay,
हाँ,
that gang.
that gang.
Ah.
And also because the professors also were kinder to me, they would not scold me. So anytime there were some favors to be asked for, like a class to be waived off, so I would be the person कि आप जाके सर को बोल के आओ, आपको डांट नहीं पड़ेगी.
Was it because you were elder to a few professors? Did it ever happen, or all of them were elder to you?
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
perhaps. Okay,
I
okay.
was.
Fine.
Even senior by years to my PhD guides.
I wish I had something to do at your age when I have younger lots with me. Anyways, madam, continue. When फिर आपका M.Tech हुआ
So
फिर?
नहीं बस फिर उसके बाद I did my M.Tech project at IIT Delhi, and I really found it very fascinating. I did not want to leave it. तो फिर इसीलिए फिर PhD का admission का सोचा.
But then that took another 9 years, right?
नहीं, not 9 years because I completed my M.Tech at the age of 46.
Oh, okay.
हाँ
I'm
हाँ
counting it wrong. Actually,
हाँ
you
हाँ हाँ
joined M.Tech at 44,
44,
done at 46,
46 फिर
joined
बीच
PhD.
में 1.5 साल का गैप था बिफोर माई PhD स्टार्ट.
Fairly
बट
good
उसके
time.
बीच में आफ्टर आई थिंक 6 months of my completing my M.Tech, no, 1 year of completing my M.Tech, I got the DST project, Women Scientist project. So हाँ,
You were doing nothing, but you got the project. As in, like you didn't have
no,
any.
no, like the research project was there, and the host institute was IIT Delhi.
Okay.
They agreed to
Okay.
like host my research
No,
this thing.
let me try to understand that. I mean, you were not a student that time, were you?
No,
You
but
you were a junior research. I mean, were you?
I was nothing.
That's what. That's what. But you
I
still
was
got.
nothing. But then you can still give a research proposal. A host institute has to agree that if in case the project comes, they will let me continue the research there.
Okay.
And they have to be mentors. So the mentors were ultimately my PhD guides also.
This is a new thing that I learned. I thought, I mean, to get any project in a university, you have to be enrolled in a university somehow.
No. So because the project only gave me salary, which became my fellowship also for PhD. So then in 2014 December, I got admission in PhD.
And you were, I mean, I'm counting through your age. What age were you?
Okay, so I must be 48 then.
48.
48.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So that's how it started. And during my PhD itself, my elder daughter got married. Then I became a grandmother also. So 2 of my kids, they completed their engineering, and the third one, he joined his engineering. So a lot of things happened during my PhD also.
Is your husband as well engineer? Like because the
Yes,
entire
yes.
okay, so entire
Yeah.
family is made of
Yeah,
engineers.
yeah.
Is there anybody who's working as an engineer because you are not, of course?
I think only my husband.
Your husband is
And
working.
my husband and even my son.
He's working as an engineer.
Yeah,
Where,
he's working.
like
He's working with a company who develops tracking systems,
okay,
and he's a software engineer.
based here. I mean, in
No,
India.
in Bangalore. Yeah, in Bangalore.
In Bangalore.
Yeah.
So you had such an academic journey. Suddenly not YouTube, sorry, Instagram. It's rather
Yeah.
weird. I mean, this combination is, I mean, I don't know. Please go ahead.
I think I get a lot of turning points. So after I completed my PhD, I felt I had very limited options.
No,
to
you could have
go ahead.
continued your research. You could have
Yes, for research and postdoc also, the
Yeah.
age criteria is there. I did
age
have
criteria for postdoc.
Yeah, because
Could you
like
expand that, please?
DRDO and all, they have limit of like say
No, you
44,
could have gone
45 days.
outside, no? Some.
No, even there for postdocs there's an age limit.
Oh,
There's an age limit.
oh,
There's no age limit for PhD, but for postdocs there is. For job opportunities were also limited, and I completed my PhD in the COVID year in 2020. So after that, we thought of shifting to Dehradun. So we shifted to Dehradun.
suddenly, you
Uh,
have.
I found Dehradun too good to ignore. So we decided to shift there, and that was also the year that my daughter needed assistance with her daughter as she was going for her masters. So I was looking after my granddaughter and was not really doing anything. And they came in another turning point. Like I hit my menopause and there was a lot of health issues with me. I had BP. There was a lot of weight
Again,
gain.
which age were you in when you hit your menopause?
I hit my menopause as 50, but by 51, by
Oh.
53,
It-
the issues had escalated a lot.
Okay.
So there were like high BP, cholesterol, and a lot of weight gain. I was not feeling the same. I was really feeling, and a
There
lot
was a
of my
complete hormonal disbalance there, and
yes, and a
okay, you were
lot of
slapped
my
badly.
friends,
Okay.
yeah, they would say ऐसा तो होता ही है अब. You have to accept it.
ऐसा
इस उम्र
होता
में
ही है
ऐसा
ना, मैडम?
होता ही है, but we should not accept it. I mean,
Okay.
it is something which can be tackled with. So
नेचुरल है ना, मैडम? फिर
नहीं नेचुरल है, बट आप नेचुरली वो इसलिए है क्योंकि हमारी लाइफस्टाइल में बहुत गड़बड़ हो चुका है.
ओके.
नहीं तो फिर इसलिए देन आई स्टार्टेड रिसर्चिंग ऑन हेल्थ ऑफ women post 50. So then I realized कि strength training is very important. And when I went with the BP issue to the doctor, he asked me to change my diet and to start walking. I started with walks and a change in diet. That's how I started. And I also started documenting it on Instagram.
It
So-
was your personal trivia that you were recording.
Yeah, it was personal. I had 200 something followers. So I was posting and I was watching. So it was something. And I was also getting to experiment with this new medium.
Were you not
Instagram
aware
for
of
me.
it? I mean, your children belong from Gen Z, and like,
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely
So it was.
you were so close to your-
It was also a challenge from them.
okay, okay.
So that's how I started, and wherever I would like, I took a lot of advice from them, and gradually as I was posting, and then my health improved, and that gave me some, a niche to post on, some content to post on. I became actually obsessed with health.
When you
So-
say your health improved, what do you exactly mean? Like, what parameters do you count?
See, first was कि my BP came back to normal. I was
Okay,
on no medication. Cholesterol was normal. I was feeling so energetic. Then I started the walks converted into hikes. Hikes was something I've never been this active in my life. So I started with hikes. I started dancing. Dancing means Zumba. So like I always wanted to dance. Never had learned dance. But then at this age, I got the opportunity. Like I joined Zumba, I started dancing, and life changed for me completely.
I can feel it. I mean, I can feel your time now.
So I changed tracks. Like PhD के बाद कुछ नहीं किया. अगर आप research के उसमें कहें.
हाँ.
But then I think I was always a learner. I was learning new things. So this was a new obsession for me, a new something.
You're in that
I-
zone right now. Are you shifting elsewhere now?
अभी मैराथन दौड़ूंगी.
अच्छा, फिर नए जगह जा रहे हो. First time, like,
I was never a runner also, but I recently just discovered that I could run. I've never trained for it, but I can, at the moment, I can run 10 kilometers.
so how what's the range for this coming up, upcoming?
21 kilometers.
That's
But
big.
before that, there is some issues like for strengthening my joint mobility and all, which I'm getting sorted out, working on my strength, and then I'll start training for half marathon.
Okay, let us continue with that Instagram story. Like, how the success story of your Instagram. You have a very wide Instagram account, and you have roughly around how many?
168K followers.
That's big. I mean, that's really big.
Something it took me by surprise also, because
So,
I started with 200 something followers, and by middle of last year, I think even by August, it was something like 3,000 followers, and then I started a challenge for myself, a 30 days doable challenge, and I
what is
started
that? Doable as in?
like this a 75 heart challenge, which is very rigid. I started
Heart?
hard, HARD.
HARD. Okay.
Ha ha. So that is something like you every single day you have to work out twice a day. You have to read 10 pages of a book.
People do that, right?
People do that, but for me it was not doable with family commitments.
But can we do like it is doable, right? I mean,
It is doable if
technically it is doable.
technically it is doable, but if you're a family person, I would say
Wouldn't-
it is very hard. And then it had that clause: if you miss a single day, then the next day is going to be day 1 again.
Oh, start from scratch.
Starting from scratch again. So within the first week, I restarted twice. So then I decided that this is
Nahi
not
hoga.
for me. हाँ.
It's
तो-
not doable.
It's not doable at all. At least not for me.
Not for you.
So then I decided to go on a 30 days doable challenge.
तो ये 30 डेज doable चैलेंज होता है कि आपने बनाया?
मैंने खुद बनाया
हाँ,
अपने
that's
लिए.
what,
हाँ, that was मेरे terms and conditions पे जो मुझे लगा I can do, I can manage.
Okay.
So I started with that, and I started vlogging for the first time with my this thing 30 days challenge,
Okay.
and that really escalated my page, and followers grew, and here am I.
So who are the followers? Group like are they young?
Mostly women.
Women.
Mostly women, but not exactly all. I would say 50% of them, I would say in the older range, 40 plus. But rest of them are youngsters who are forwarding my reels to their mothers.
To their mothers, of course. Okay, madam, your story is actually, it's like a fairy tale story, the way I'm looking at
Yes,
it. mean,
I would say that too. It was very unexpected for me also. Like, this was something beyond my expectation. Never imagined that. Never imagined I would be doing PhD. Never imagined that after that, I thought of myself teaching somewhere or maybe in
that's
research.
what conventional people would have done, right?
Yes, yes.
That's a classical route.
Yes.
But
I
you
never
defied that.
imagined. Ha.
You challenge the status quo. I would put it that way.
I think one thing was leading to another. My health issue. So I started working out also because I had slightly learned video editing. So I found posting on.
You had time to learn video editing.
Yes, after we moved to Dehradun and I was with my granddaughter. I was not really working anywhere. So I had time to learn this new skill. And now, of course, I'm working like a proper 9 to 5 job. And then I'm also hustling as a Instagrammer.
9 to 5 job, what is that job about? Where are you?
I'm working at a startup, and my daughter, a younger daughter, is its co-founder. So in a way,
family business.
You can say that it's a family-run business.
Family-run business.
Yeah. So
what's your plan now? I mean, let's say about the Instagram thing.
I really don't know. I have never planned anything. So even now, it's like I'll let things take their own course and maybe get surprised. So as for now, I think I've always enjoyed life that way, and I still am. And yes, I'm still looking forward to whatever happens in future. It's a bit of mystery.
Have you been subject of trolling? Because
Yes, trolling
Buddhi auntie and all.
Ha. It's a part of being on social media.
So,
Buddhi auntie is a thing. Pehle I used to get worked up. I would, address that issue. Now I am ठीक है. Buddhi हूँ, buddhi बोल रहे हो, it's fine.
Trolling is one thing. There's another thing called controversy जो हो जाता है. An unintentional controversy. Then people actually get down there. I mean, mentally वो लोग down हो जाते हैं कि I didn't intend to do that, but it went so wrong. And they tend to give up on their whatever they were doing.
नहीं ऐसा मुझे कुछ नहीं होता लेकिन होता है कई बार कंट्रोवर्शियल कमेंट्स आ जाते हैं ऑन
कमेंट्स तो फिर कमेंट्स है वो आपका तरफ से नहीं हुआ ना
हाँ उनकी तरफ से नहीं हाँ बट अदरवाइज आई एक्चुअली ट्राई टू स्टीयर अवे फ्रॉम any controversy whether in comments or in real content and I don't feel the need for it also.
Yes, of course. Man, आप jogging कर रहे हो, hiking कर रहे हो, पुशअप कर रहे हो तो कंट्रोवर्सी पे क्यों घुसना?
हाँ वो दैट इज नॉट माय कप
हो जाता है क्या? मेरा टेंशन वो था कि हो गया तो फिर क्या होगा? सपोज किसी ने आपको बोल दिया कि दिस द काइंड ऑफ एक्सरसाइज यू आर डूइंग इज टेक्निकली रॉन्ग एंड यू आर प्रमोटिंग समथिंग रॉन्ग.
अच्छा नहीं मैं मेरा जो पेज है इट इज अ लर्नर्स पेज. आई एम
So you have the disclaimer पहले से ही.
नहीं तो हाँ ऑब्वियसली अगर किसी का कोई मुझे बताता है तो एक्चुअली आई थैंक देम
Ah.
कि अच्छा ठीक है, यू हैव करेक्टेड माई फॉर्म,
हाँ.
तो अच्छी बात है.
Hmm.
तो दैट इज़ इट. तो बाकी और कंट्रोवर्सी में लाइक देयर वाज कंट्रोवर्सी. मैंने एक बार दिखाया था कि आई वाज फीडिंग स्ट्रे डॉग्स एग्स एंड देन देयर वर सम पीपल हु कमेंटेड ऑन दैट बीइंग अ जैन, हाउ कुड आई, दो आई एम अ टोटल वेजिटेरियन, so how could I feed dogs eggs? So
Actually,
I should
yeah,
give up my surname. That was so.
I mean, ऐसा were they valid in their point of view? I don't know. I'm just asking कि नहीं कर सकते
नहीं,
क्या?
वो उनका है ना. मुझे मुझे लगता है कि एवरीबडी इज फ्री टू फॉलो एनी रिलीजन एंड टू वट एवर एक्सटेंट दे वॉन्ट टू फॉलो. आई एम अ जैन बाय दैट थिंग दैट आई डू नॉट कंज्यूम.
You are maintaining your
हाँ,
stuff.
I am maintaining that, and I also understand that animals such as dogs, they need animal protein. So, and eggs are not even fertilized. So I feel I'm not even, you know,
You're not.
being, I'm still being non-violent in that aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but that is my perspective. They may have their own perspective. They may be right also. But being on social media, you are a subject to these things.
So, like, don't you ever get tired of posting your life all the time on page? Like, do you ever feel that
No.
I would keep myself under the blanket and not show myself?
See, real life and real life are poles apart. We may have fights at home. I'll never show it on the reels. So real life and real life are very far apart, and obviously I don't show the entire of it. So whatever I show, it has to have a message.
Okay.
So it's a bit of creative thing also, a creative challenge also, which doesn't let me get bored.
Of course,
Because
of course.
I do post every day, but every day
You do post every day, right? It's daily.
I post every day. I try to post every day. There are some misses, of course, but then I try to post every day. So it's a bit of a creative challenge also, that nothing is just for the sake of it. Everything has a message, and everything's something like which I feel like posting. It's from the heart. Nothing is just for a formality.
Posting every day and with the intent to give message every day, is it not mentally exhausting?
Not really. See, I'll tell you what, the topics crop up on their own. So I actually am answering some question that cropped up during the day.
Oh.
So
I
I'll
get
tell
that.
you.
I get that. I kind of get that. Just still expand for our
Okay,
viewers.
okay. Like for example, one day I went to the gym and one of the gymmers there, he said that he was forwarding my reels to his mother, but she never agrees to start with her fitness journey.
Okay.
So I told him that, why, have you ever asked her to come to the gym with you? So that is how, because gym phobia is there for, like, even I took a long time to actually enter a gym. I was doing everything at home, but entering a gym, it took me some time because nothing was familiar to me. So for a person of my generation, just to tell them, "Aap gym join karo," it will be very difficult
It's
for
really
them.
difficult.
So that day during my vlog, this was the topic that I talked about.
Oh.
So during the day, like one day, my mother told me that you get so tired when you come back. ज़रूरी है क्या करना? अपने आप को इतना torture क्यों कर रही है? Then I answered her, and whatever answer I gave her,
You
I
posted
also,
it.
yeah. So I think every day something or other happens, and that gives
Very
me
interesting, man.
content to
Very
post.
interesting, actually.
Yeah.
You're actually, as you've said, creatively engrossed always, so you don't have time to get tired, basically.
Yes, that's it. I get up at 4:30, and the whole day I'm busy and I don't have time to think about. So I never moan that my kids don't call me up, because they are the ones moaning that you never have time to call us up.
So you have 4 generations, right? Your parents, you,
My mother,
your mother,
mother,
your children, and your
and
grandchildren.
grandchildren. Yes.
Lucky you, man.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Madam, with like the time that we're hitting, I would like to end the podcast with you saying something to our viewers, please.
Acha, one thing that I would say is that aging by body or by years is something inevitable, but don't let your spirit age, because life may, in fact, it is after 50s that you really get time for yourself. Make use of that time, spend on yourself and enjoy life to the fullest. ये तो सोचना ही नहीं है कि अब हमारा टाइम गया, हमारा टाइम अब आया है actually. So this is my message.
Oh, brilliant, madam. Madam, boom shake. Thank you, madam.